Okay, so I've got some data that I imported into JUMP, and I've got two variables in this data set. I've got x1 and x2, and if I wanted to make a histogram of these variables, I would go to Analyze, Distribution, okay? And then I would select both of these, drag them over to this little section here next to Y columns, and then in this Action tab, click OK. All right, and we get this sort of information on the distribution. We get a histogram, we get some quantile information and some summary statistics, but sort of a dilemma that we have right now is that this is all vertical and it's not very easy to look at, okay? So what we can do is right next to distributions, click on this red triangle, click on stack, and that'll go ahead and make these distributions, horizontal, okay? So it'll give us, horizontal histograms, horizontal information on these quantiles too, and it makes it much easier to look at. And if you wanted to change the scale, of any of these histograms, the way you can do that is you can hover over the axis. You can, right-click on this, and if you're in a Mac, it's going to be Control and then click on Axis Settings, and it'll pull up this axis window for you, okay? So from here, you can change the minimum, the maximum, and then, the increment is just the width of these bars, okay? So, if I wanted to make the minimum here, I wanted to make it, let's say, -1, and I wanted to make the maximum 0, right? And I wanted to make the increments go by, let's say, 0.5, okay? It's going to completely change the way that this data looks on this histogram, okay? But the box plot shouldn't necessarily change that much, okay?